The One Piece trading card game has absolutely captivated many around the world, and I am one of them. For almost 2 years now, I've been buying, trading, and playing this game, and it's safe to say that it has a hold of me. But now, I get to take that to a higher level. Like any well-established TCG, tournaments are where the bravest players go to show off their skills and fight for their place at the top. Whether it's locals or regionals, there's always a place to compete. I was never one to think that I could climb the ladder and leave my mark at the apex. But honestly, Luffy never taught me to settle for anything less than my best. So I took a leap of faith. I decided to apply for a store championship, a smaller variation of a regular regional, no more than 64 players for the most part, and see if I could take a seat at the table of the very best One Piece players. You see, if you sign up for a store championship and more players apply than there are spots, the players are forced into a lottery. After that, all you can hope is that chance is on your side, and if it is, well, you are one step closer to that sweet, sweet prize card. And my friends, by the luck of the draw, I was chosen. Hi, how are you? My name is Hugo, and I just had a quick question for you. I managed to get into the store tournament that you guys are hosting for the One Piece TCG, I believe on the 12th. Now, just a quick question. Just because I've never actually been able to get into a store tournament, do we have to register our deck prior to the event?
Yeah, you have to register your deck, yeah.
Oh, okay. Until when do we have to register it?
It's due the day before the event.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so by that Friday. Okay, perfect. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. We have to register our deck by Friday. So it is currently the 2nd of April. We have 10 days. Well, 9 days to finish our testing to figure out whether we want to do Bello Betty or Shanks. It's a very small scale tournament. You guys saw it. I think it's 32 players, but I really want to do well. We got 9 days before we have to register our deck, and let's just get to practicing. I'm going to be practicing Bello, and then we're going to go ahead and practice Shanks. I'm really excited for this tournament. I really want to do well. Let's get some games going. And that is what we did. Every single day, I would get home from work, say hi to my wife, and then just continue playing the simulator, practicing over and over and over and over again. Some matches were great. Others, not so much. Especially when versing other yellow decks that run the one and only, yeah, that guy. With the clock ticking, I realized that practicing just at home was not enough. I took it upon myself to play this game at work as well. Shh, don't tell my boss. When I was on a break, I was playing One Piece. When I was on my lunch, I was playing One Piece. When I was on the clock, let's just say I got paid to play One Piece. I wanted nothing but to place. Maybe top 8, maybe top 4. It was a stretch for me to even think that I could win the tournament, but man, was I practicing like there was no tomorrow. What's up, everybody? So, tournament is tomorrow. We got to register our deck tonight. And as you could tell, I've been practicing with several Bello Betty decks. I think I decided to go with Bello over Shanks just because I like the tempo with Bello Betty and I feel like it does well into Shanks. And that's kind of what I'm banking on. If I could play more bodies, even if they use like, Gum Gum Mole Gun, or any sort of other removal, I still think we could out-tempo them. So my thought process is this: Shanks plays one big body, around one big body every single turn. That's what makes it kind of hard to defeat late game. But I think as Bello Betty, we could flood the board and we could do really well with it. So that's kind of where I was thinking. And the deck that we settled on, I think it's here. Where is it? I think it's Bello 8. Yes. Okay. So this is the deck that we have settled on. It's pretty straightforward. It's all Revolutionary Army. I did think of adding Divine Departure over these Imperial Tension Hormones, but from my testing, it seems to be doing the job. We went down one stage, and we went up one Karasu. I posted a video on my Bello Betty deck on the channel, and somebody was like, it's a crime to only have 3 Karasus. So I was like, you know what? I think this is going to be it. Karasu makes it really hard for Blackbeard. I think it's really good onto Shanks, because even if they minus 1k us, you know, we are still getting value from it. So that's kind of the mentality that I'm going with. I think it's also good against Reiju. Karasu is probably the MVP next to this Emporia Ivankov. So we're going to go with this list, and it's tomorrow. And let's see how we do. Here's hoping we go positive. So with that, let's see how this deck does. It's around 10:20, and we're headed to Chicago. Woke up a little bit later than I wanted to, and leaving the house a little later than I wanted to, but nonetheless, we're on our way. I'm excited. We're about an hour and 7 minutes away, and if you live in Chicago, you live in the area, it's gonna be probably gonna be longer than that, so let's get on the road. 9 days of straight One Piece. That's all I ever did. That's all I ever thought about. I'm excited, but I'm also a little nervous. So many questions are racing through my mind. Who is gonna be my first opponent? Is my deck good enough to compete against the Shanks and the Blackbeards of this world? What am I gonna eat after? It's gonna be a long tournament, right? So I should probably be thinking of that as well. Amongst all these questions, I just thought about what my wife told me before I left. Above all else, just have fun. That's the reason I play this game, right? So that should be the most important thing. After a 55-minute drive and almost not making it in time, I managed to make my way through the busy streets of Chicago, got to the water tower, made my way to the gamer's world, and there I stood, ready, motivated, thinking that I probably should have gone to the bathroom before it started. Pairings were out, and my first match is... Alright, brother.
How long have you played?
Since OPO 5. So it's been a little bit. Really?
Yeah, 08 started it here with pre-release.
Dang, okay, so that's pretty soon. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep.
I already mulliganed.
Good mulligan? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, man.
Oh, good.
2, 3, 4. Alright, brother.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, you got it. Go ahead.
Let's go 10 on life.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
11 to life.
I'll give you 5, 6, 7, 8, and you got it.
GG.
I went a little too wide. Sad news, guys. We won 1, lost 4. I'll recap the matches. I didn't film the rest of them because honestly I got too distracted. Please excuse this terrible parking garage lighting. I just got done with the tournament, and as I mentioned before, unfortunately I ended up losing 4 and only winning 1, and my 1 win was against Nami. My first match was against Green Purple Lim. Hindsight is 2020, so obviously I feel like there's a lot that I could have done to potentially win, but I ended up going too wide and I didn't have enough life to afford that, where I could have gone a little bit protective. I did have a Karasu blocker and a Koala blocker. I just didn't think to play him. I had no counter in my hand, and with only 2 life I took 3 hits and then that was it. My second game was against Nami, which we won. And honestly, I just went wide and I just ensured to use Karasu to reduce their Nami's power. I saw all of the Karasus that I needed to help me with that, and honestly, it turned out in my favor. Then I ended up going up against Usopp, and Usopp has been my toughest matchup, I think. Even like Blackbeard, I feel like I'm able to walk away and still cause him to sweat a little bit. Usopp, it was bad. It was so bad. They did get really lucky. They ended up, from their 4 life, 2 of those life was freaking Gravity Blade, Raging Tiger. Oh my god, that hurt. They got rid of my Karasus, and they didn't see stage, which is also like insult to injury. They didn't see their stage because 2 of their stages was actually 2 of their life. Their last 2 lives was stage. I tried to be aggressive, and that ended up costing me. And honestly, those triggers were also really good. After that, we maybe had a chance. We ended up going up against Shanks, and they just ran me over. I got them down to 3 life. I didn't go as wide as I wanted to. I feel like I should have starved them. They had a hybrid aggro / control, but more leaning on the control side of it. It was rough, and after that one, I just said, hey, you know what, let's just play one last one, and we lost against Zoro, which is also one of Bella Betty's toughest matchups. So we lost 4-1-1, and yeah. It was rough. It was rough. I felt like recording my games after my first one, I got really distracted because the camera was like right in my face. So I distracted myself while recording. So like, you know what, let me just actually let's focus, you know, and not focus on the recording aspect of it. But it was rough. It was rough, but at the end of the day, we had fun, and I can't wait to play again. Shout out to the winners. Shout out to Gamers World here at the Water Tower in Chicago. They put on a great event, honestly. It was fun. I would do it again, and we will. Let's just get more in-person practice, and let's learn from what we did today, and let's just continue playing. Next, we're going to be playing some Reiju. We're going to be jumping on some Shanks. It's going to be dope. Yeah. It felt pretty bad to lose as hard as I did, but at the end of the day, I was just excited to be able to compete and to even get a place in these store championships. I debated whether or not I wanted to post this video because I wanted to show a more triumphant story, but honestly, I think that posting our failures are as or even more important than our victories. Maybe I can look back at this one day and see just how far I've come and be excited about the progress that I've made. I love this card game, and it's been a while since I've been this inspired and motivated to create anything. So in the meantime, win or lose, I'm just happy to be part of this community. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you liked this video, especially if you made it all this way. Don't forget to like and maybe let me know how you did in the comment section down below at your store championships. I'm always happy to interact with somebody new, and I try to respond to every single comment that I get. So until next time, I'll see you all later.